Jabari Watkins, a name you're going to want to get familiar with in college football in the next coming years. Raised right here in sunny Southern California. I love it, man. No other place to be, man. Raised in the shadows of the Rose Bowl Stadium in Northwest Pasadena, man. I've always loved the game of football, man. We grew up in a football family. And honestly, man, there's nothing like football in SoCal. Now, when I was younger, man, I always said I wanted to be a football player, but I never knew what position. I never knew what I was going to do with my life, but I knew I wanted to play football at some point. Once my dad seen I had an interest in football, man, he started getting me in football camps, started putting me on AAU teams in SoCal, man, and started taking me out there to the Inland Empire and putting me on teams with some of the guys at St. John Bosco and so on and so forth. Now, as I ride home, man, let me tell y'all a little bit about my story in my life, man. My parents are now divorced. They no longer live together and they're no longer married. They were together for like 10 years. They met early in the 2000s. My dad was a former UCLA track star. So the UCLA ties is definitely there. Now, I have an older sister, man. She's my half-sister. She's my dad's kid. And, you know, we don't have the same mother, but we do have the same dad. And I also have a little brother that y'all might get to know a little bit later in the story. He's 13 going into his 8th grade year. Now, since we're pulling up to the house, man, this is where I grew up, my childhood home. Let's start talking about the real stuff, football. How did I get recruited and how did everything work out? It started all here at 2862 Moss Drive. So when it came to my sophomore year of high school, I really started taking this training stuff seriously, man. I really thought I seen the potential in going to the NFL. So, man, every day I'm hitting the track, I'm hitting the gym, I'm doing everything I can to better myself as a football player. Again, every day, 365, I'm in the gym, I'm working out, I'm on the track, I'm getting it in, trying to better myself every day in whatever position. At that time, they had me playing cornerback, but I always knew I wanted to be around the ball. I knew I was going to be special at the wide receiver position, and that's what I played. So I continued to work on my speed, continued to just work on my agility, and that's what I did through my sophomore year and through my junior year. And the senior year is where I started getting some notoriety. So my senior year, I had a tremendous season. I had 13 receiving touchdowns, 1,300 yards, and also as well 70 receptions. I had a really impressive year. I started going to camps in my senior year. And man, I was kind of like a late riser in the high school ranks. So after my senior season, man, and during my senior season even, coaches started calling from some of these mid-major schools. UNLV, I took a flight trip there to Vegas. Also as well, San Jose State was another one. And a couple of schools started knocking. So the interest was definitely starting to pick up. I mean, just a year ago, I was a junior on the bench, not getting any playing time. And now the hard work is starting to pay off. I'm actually getting official visits to go to schools all over the country as a 3-star athlete. And it was really fun just getting to meet new people from different places in the country, getting to know these new coaches and figuring out how they feel, and maybe even potential teammates at whatever school offered me a scholarship. So I was really excited about the recruiting journey, and it was really fun. So the last line of business was talking to a KTLA reporter, Darna Harper. She was going to ask me about my decision day and what I wanted to do. So one of the first questions she asked me about was, what's the most important thing to you? And I just flat out told her, man, I want to get on the field as soon as possible, man. And she asked me also, what's another thing that's really important to you? With my mom being a single mom, I would love to be close to home if I could here in SoCal. And then also as well, would it be in Hollywood, would it be in LA? I would love to kind of continue to grow my brand and be a brand ambassador somewhere. Now, when it came to this decision day, I had several different offers, but the 3 schools I focused on were Nevada, also as well New Mexico State, and also as well Georgia State. Now, Nevada, obviously close to home, only a 7-hour drive back to Pasadena, and also as well only an hour and a half flight, so it would have been easy to get back home. New Mexico State was also as well pretty close to home, only a 10-hour drive and like a 2-hour flight, so that was another one that was on my mind as well in the recruitment process. And the last one that I had on my mind was the Georgia State Panthers. And the reason the Georgia State Panthers is on here is because my mom's whole family is actually from Atlanta, and she still goes there a lot. So that would kind of bring my family close and maybe even move my mom back out to the East Coast. So after talking to my family and friends and praying over this situation, I have decided to commit to Nevada University. Go Wolfpack, baby. Let's do it. So we had a reporter by the name of Philip Walters that's here in Reno that asked me, man, He said, man, what made you come to Nevada? Who are you playing for? What is it here that you want to do? And at first, I'm not going to lie, I really did contemplate saying, you know what, I'm here to make a name for myself. You know what I'm saying? But I really thought about I want to be a leader on this team. I'm here to play with my teammates, man. I want to be special at Nevada University, and I want to continue to build my legacy here with this school as well. My OC reached out to me and told me, man, look, man, this is not an easy thing, man, to be a student athlete. You got to be involved in all parts. And I told him, man, look, coach, I appreciate the advice. I appreciate everything you're telling me right now. But I'm telling you now, coach, I'm going to tell you one thing. I am going to be able to get the job done, and I'm confident in my abilities in the classroom and also as well on the field as well. My first collegiate practice, man, I'm putting in that work and getting better. And coach is already telling, man, I'm going to be able to put that work in and just make my teammates better every single day, man. Going into our first game of the season, my first collegiate game, we're playing against SMU, man, an ACC opponent now, at home, at night here in Reno, and I'm super excited. Man, I'm so hyped, dog. Let's get him ready to go out here and battle with my teammates. And I finally get in the game in the second quarter, man. I was a little frustrated I hadn't got in yet. In the first play was an absolute dud. I got to attack that ball there. And again, I'm starting to get kind of frustrated because I'm wide open here. My quarterback does not go to me. But then finally, on this play here, we get open. We get in the flats here. We make a spin move. And we get 13 yards here, man. So I was excited about that. My teammates was patting me on the back saying, good stuff, man. Let's get into it. But after that, it was a quiet day, man. Only one reception for 13 yards, but we do get the win over SMU and pull off the upset. And I'm excited. I'm going to celebrate this dub with my teammates, man. Let's go Wolfpack, bro. First game on the road, man. We head down to Alabama to play Troy, man. And I'm not going to lie, man. This stadium is really rocking, man. For this to be a mid-major program, the fans are turned up and they're excited about this game, man. First collegiate game on the road, and I'm just a little anxious. Not going to lie, I'm anxious. I'm ready to play, man, but it's going to be a good one. We're down here in Alabama. I know football matters a lot down here, but I'm ready to battle with my brothers, man. I'm ready to get it done and get this win. Coming in out the gate, they put me in the slot here, man. I try to get open here, and I actually do spring open for a minute, but we're just short of getting the first down. I'm back out here again, wide open, finally making a play, getting into the open field. We love to see it. My first big catch of my collegiate career, man, over 20 yards there, and I'm hyped, man. Let's go. Back out in trip right again in the slot position, man. I'm starting to feel like this is a good role for me. I spring open here on the drag route, man, get a little bit of yards, but you can start to tell, man, I'm getting comfortable in this offense, but these boys from Alabama is definitely hitting, man, not gonna lie. So on this play, man, really this whole game, I got a lot of welcome to college football moments. This was one of them. I mean, I just got absolutely rocked, man. But on this next play here, man, again, my son Brown gets open. And look, man, I'm going to pick up that block, and he's going to get into that touchdown. Let's get it. Let's go. And that's going to bring us back in this game and make this game 16-17. We needed that. And I'm going to go celebrate with my teammates, man. I'm a team player. Love to see my other guys win besides myself. And I'm happy to see our guy get into the end zone. Lined up back at trips, man, and as you can see, man, my quarterback completely misses me here. If he hits me in stride, that's a touchdown, and we lose this game 30-31. Just think about it. If we got that catch right there, that could have made the difference in this whole entire game, man. But I am starting to notice I am getting more comfortable in the offense, man. I'm starting to make plays. I'm starting to kind of carve out my role on this team, and I'm really excited about the future of what I can do. The more I develop, the more I get better within the system as well. Now, we know, man, I'm a student athlete at the end of the day, man. Student athlete, student goes first. Karen Jones, my academic advisor, she reached out and said, hey, man, you got to focus on them studies. You got to lock in on that. You got midterms week 8 and 15. I'll be ready for them. Man, so I get my first NIL deal. It's from a local barbershop here in Reno, man. And I'm super excited to finally get my first NIL deal. I told you guys, brand will be something I'm going to focus on, man. And I'm going to continue to focus on that as well. So I'm definitely going to take this and continue to help this. And this also gets me free cuts and my teammates free haircuts as well. And also, man, you know we got to look at the grades, man. We're doing pretty good right now. The GPA is doing good, but we got to study more. We got to put a little bit of more work in. And also as well, we got to get some more brand deals. We got to focus on those things here. So that's what I'm doing right now, man. I got to get to this leadership. I'm trying to build this team, and I'm going to stay in them books, man. We're going to stay grinding, getting them books, and get prepared for these midterms in just a few weeks. I want to be on the dean's list. So we're going to continue to work hard on all of those as well as I continue to grow throughout this program. So coming back, man, we got another game here at home against Georgia Southern. It's our second home game. So I'm feeling Reno. I'm excited about everything. Just got my first NIL deal. Feeling really, really good about this whole situation. Feeling good going into this game, bounce back game against the Sun Belt Conference in Georgia Southern. And I come in finally in the second quarter and finally get open here, man. Make a little something happen here, get a first down. And then literally the next play, they go back to a similar format, similar play style, and I don't get the ball. And after that, you do not see me anymore in this game, man. I'm out. And unfortunately, man, I'm starting to get irritated because now we've lost 2 games in a row where I really wasn't that involved in the game. And now we're 1-2. But it's no time to cry, man. Time to get in the lab. Time to grind. I go back to practice on that next Tuesday, man, and I'm putting in the work, man. I'm showing Coach, hey, man, give me the rock. I'll show you the talent and get us to bowl eligibility. I know that's the goal. Feed me the rock. You see the skills. This was the reason I came here, is to showcase them. Let's go, man. Man, going into my first big game at a P4 school, man, at Minnesota, man, out here in Minneapolis. And I'm not going to lie, man, I'm really feeling the vibes. I'm really getting excited about this game. And, man, I hope to make a play today. I hope to get in the end zone today, man. I haven't gotten there yet, but I definitely want to do it in this game. But, again, man, coming out the gate, just not really getting the ball. But then at this point, we spring open, wide open across the middle, in the end zone, touchdown. Give me that first touchdown of the career of Jabari Watkins, man. Let's get it. Let's go. I told y'all I was going to be a household name, and this is just the beginning. There'll be many more touchdowns after this one. But after that, man, I don't get a target again, and we lose this game 21-13, man. Another game where I'm not involved in the offense, man. I'm starting to get frustrated and starting to think, did I make the right decision coming to Nevada University? But Donna Harper back from KTLA reached back out and said, what's wrong with you guys? We're on a 3-game skid now. We haven't won in 3 weeks. What's the deal? And I'm always going to be a team player. I'm always going to be a leader, man. And you know what? I'm going to take the blame, man. I'm going to take the blame. It's on me. We got to do better as a team. But, Christmas is coming early. We're here for that wide receiver 2 position. Marshawn, my boy, but we got to get this position. Listen, man, it's time to get me to touch the rock a little bit more. And this position battle means everything to me. I've been thinking about it all weekend, and let's go ahead and dive in, man. I came in grinding, working hard, getting after it, man. In these drills, I was trying my hardest, going ahead and shooting for that shot to get wide receiver 2 position. And let's just say it went very, very well, because now your boy Jabari Watkins is wide receiver number 2 at Nevada. I won the battle. Let's get it. Let's go. I'm motivated. I'm hyped. Let's get it. Like my mom always say, she didn't raise no fool. I crushed my last quiz as well. Studying does matter. Now I'm sitting at a nice 3.6, ready and motivated for the class too. Man, can this week get any better, man? We get another NIL deal from a pizza shop here in Reno, man. I call my mom and tell her, hey, man, I'm going to send you some money to help pay the bills back in California, man. This is what I want. Building this brand, and I'm super excited about these new opportunities I'm getting. Back in my home state, back in California, playing against San Jose State, man. My whole family is here. I'm finally getting some reps here at the wide receiver 2 position, man. I'm hyped. Let's get it. Let's go. Man, let's get a dub here. Let's get back on the winning side of things. We've been on a skid, but let's win here. Look, man, we come out the gates and they immediately feed me the ball. I love it, man. Getting 26 yards here, getting some rack. I love that for me. Let's get it. Let's go. But after that, man, it just seems like me and the quarterback was just not connected. We missed on several different targets. He pretty much essentially had me out there running cardio, and I'm starting to get a little frustrated, man. We cannot connect on these different type of passes. It's just, I'm getting wide open. He's not passing me the ball. I really am starting to become concerned about the chemistry between me and the quarterback. And he was dicing up everybody else, man. He was throwing it to them perfectly. He had a really solid game, honestly. But when it came to me, he just was not throwing the ball. I was running around wide open, and he still was just not giving me the ball. But we do get the win, man, 20-3, big win in conference as well. But I am starting to get a little bit frustrated. I am starting to become concerned. Am I a fit here at Nevada, man? We're almost halfway through the season, and I still have just not had a really breakout game yet. And I really expected to have that by now here, but I'm just not seeing it. I don't know. We got half the season left. Do y'all think I should hit the transfer portal, or let's see how the rest of the season plays out? Let me know.